I'm prepared. I think here will be a lot of people right now because in 2 minutes I will announce it and tag everyone. We will join and let's
do this.
I think we will do it like you'll tell something to us and after that I will translate it into Russian because we have two communities here and it will be good because my half of people will understand Russian part and what you tell by yourself, it will be understood by English community.
Yeah, it's a big project, so we got a lot of stuff.
Sure. Excited. Гиги поздоровался с нами, рассказал то, что у него большие планы и готов сегодня разрывать трибуну.
Superman is here, Byron's here, Donnie. Thanks for coming, guys. Yo, Superman. That's our latest one-on-one. That's live for auction right now in the chat. It's the Kryptonian.
We did have another AMA session right now in our Discord channel and half of my community right now here in DeFi Geek community, if you know him. And that's why right now we have only 15 people, but I'm recording everything and we will share with you after that. I think we created. I think we can cut it, have one version in English, one version in Russian, and can repeat it and use it in future. I think it will be cool.
Perfect.
Я сказал то, что у нас идет одна запись в русском языке, одна в английском языке. Из-за того, что сейчас половина людей находится у DeFi Geek'а, соответственно, будет сейчас поменьше людей, попозже потянутся.
So are the two projects related, DeFi Geek and Expedition?
So, actually, DeFi Geeks, it is like another community where building via products, via NFTs. Right now we have, I think, main collection, after that membership collection to get access to the Discord channel. And the third collection we will prepare and announce in October, like that. Expedition, it is another project. I am this Dollar Boy building that. He is right now here in the chat. I will share him. Give access to speak if you want. Yeah, that's it. So I think we can start. First of all, guys, I'm glad to see you today here. And I really want you to introduce yourself. Who are you and what projects you already built? Let's start and let's see how it will be.
Right, just cut me off at any point when you want to translate because the AAA MetaHuahua story is pretty long. So let me start straight up. AAA MetaHuahua was founded about 2.5 to 3 years ago with a Chihuahua chain proposal to build out a metaverse on the Passage chain for our flagship product, which is the MetaHuahua collection. So the MetaHuahua is an NFT that you'll need to access the metaverse from Passage, which is supposed to launch sometime this year, before the end of the year. So far, we've had some beta testing, but at the end of the day, the whole creation of the AAA MetaHuahua, the validator, and the community was for that specific collection. So what we did with that is that in order to build this community from scratch from the beginning, and the metaverse and MetaHuahua wasn't going to be ready for another year, we decided to start launching some smaller sized collections and to try and grow our community organically with time. And this is what we've been doing so far in anticipation of waiting for our metaverse to be unlocked.
I will translate it right now. Гиги сказал то, что AAA, они уже существуют больше 3 лет. Они начали с того, что выпустили свою компанию на Пассаже. У них уже была первая NFT-коллекция. Из-за того, что они на скретче делали свою работу, их главной целью было именно то, что они хотят органически развивать свою коллекцию, они не пампили ее, а просто привлекали новых людей, тем самым обрастая свою коллекцию.
So that was the creation of AAA MetaHuahua. So in order for us to build our community, the Chihuahua chain selected AAA MetaHuahua to become the community managers for that collection. So in order for us to start building out this community, we launched 2 first collections on Stargaze, which were the CyberWawas and the CyberWawa Zombies. So the CyberWawas was only 49 pieces, which is still to this day our OG collection, and I don't think you can get one under 600 USD right now. So there's only 49 pieces, and that's our OG community. That one was such a big success that shortly after we launched another CyberWawa collection, which is the CyberWawa Zombies, which is only 200 pieces. And these are basically the 2 collections that started the main foundation of AAA. And we've had a lot of success with these collections. We were sitting number 1 on Stargaze for well over a year, almost 2 years in terms of floor price. Volume was actually very good as well. And with those 2 collections that we launched, we got an opportunity to launch a major collection on territory, which is called the Tory Punks and the Chat
Let's
Punks.
do pause because right now I want to tell about Stargaze. That's the most important thing because our collection are on Stargaze and all my people following Stargaze. I will translate it and after that I'll have one question for you. В общем, AAA после пассажа перешли на Stargaze. У них первая коллекция была их OG, главная. Там всего 49 штук. Соответственно, они начали развиваться в этой сфере. У них было к данному моменту флор $400, что несоизмеримо круто. Также они после этого выпустили на Stargaze зомби коллекцию, тоже с Чихуахуа. Выглядит круто, и также она органически влилась в их тематику. I have a question for you. First of all, right now you have your OG collection and zombie one. Are you right now building something around it, or you just focus on your new projects?
Well, the Creepy Companions is basically a project that the Cyber Wawas have incubated. So our collection, since we've been around for a while, we were trying to leverage our infrastructure, our validator, our community in order to support new artists and onboard new artists from outside of Cosmos into our ecosystem. So the Creepy Companions was a collection done by artist Byron, and we reached out to him because he was on Say, Solana, Polygon, Wax. So we were very interested in his art. Art was something that was missing at AAA, like a real artist with hand-drawn art. So we reached out to him and we decided to incubate his project on Stargaze in anticipation of going for the free mint on Say. So that's how the Creepy Companions came to life. In terms of utilities, the collection has a lot of utilities. So the first thing that we did with the collection is that the majority of the funds were staked on our validator and stars. With the staking rewards monthly, we're going to be sweeping the floor of the collection itself. With the NFTs we're going to sweep, we're going to have several events around them, such as threads, activities, giveaways, coloring things. We got a bunch of ideas for that. But we also want the community to participate in the discussions, what they want to do with these NFTs. In terms of utilities, what else do we have? Byron draws community drawings from suggestions of the community almost on a weekly basis. And those NFTs are put on a new collection on Stargaze, which is called the Horde of the Undead. Right now in the chat, we have the Creepy Star and the Superman one. So these are basically pieces that we auction off, where a large percentage of the sale goes back to the Creepy wallet. So the Creepy Companions is a DAO, and they manage that wallet with the holders. So again, that's one stream of income. The next stream of income is going to be the free mint of Zomsays. On top of that, we have intentions of giving out some physical pieces that we want to sell. And for Creepy Companions, what else do we got? The royalties go back and compounded in our community wallet. We've got the sales from the community drawings like the Creepy Star and the Superman that goes back into the community wallet, which generates staking rewards monthly that we use for our utilities. So it's very sustainable because the staking rewards are produced every month, and we compound a portion and use the other portion for the different utilities that we have for the collection.
I will stop you right now in the moment to translate because here are a lot of information.
Yes.
Wait a second. В общем, началось все с того, что я хотел уточнить момент, что происходит с OG-коллекциями, а именно с зомби первыми и с первыми OG-коллекции Хуахуа. Как итог, все это переплыло в Creepy Companions. Это новая коллекция, которая заминтилась на 2,4 миллиона Stars. И так получилось то, что это был большой успех. Присоединился Байрон, это их художник, который также помогал им в создании этой коллекции. Он до этого работал на Сей, Solana, Полигоне. Соответственно, из-за того, что был такой большой минт, AAA решили большую часть своего минта реинвестировать, конкретно за Stake Stars. И награды ежемесячные со Старса, они откупают флор своей коллекции, поэтому если вы планируете покупать, возможно, сейчас самое время. Также по utility Байрон сейчас делает индивидуальные заказы, он в Discord-канале AAA рисует, я сейчас отправлю Discord их в ссылку. Wait a second, I will send you a link to the Discord channel. Соответственно, можно зайти, если вам это интересно, когда он будет рисовать конкретно в этот Discord-канал и посмотреть, как он вживую рисует в реальном времени. Это очень клево. Уже готов один супергерой. Superman is called crypto, or how you call him, the
Uh,
first art he
call him the
created?
Kryptonian. So this name was,
Kryptonian.
yeah, it was done by the community. So we asked the community what they want to name the piece. So the community really gets engaged in what we're doing, right? We're trying to engage the community, get them to participate in order to name the collection. And they're the ones that also decided on which piece he's going to draw on a weekly basis. So it's very fun for the community. They get to see their creation come to life live inside of our Discord.
I will finish right now. The first thing I want to tell to community. Также, заканчивая прошлую мысль, я хотел бы сказать то, что у них есть свой DAO, при помощи которого они управляют своим трежери. Это, несомненно, круто, это весело, это интересно, потому что любое действие, оно регулируется именно комьюнити. Комьюнити может на это повлиять. Например, Криптониана, который нарисовал Байрон, выбрали имя как раз комьюнити, они голосовали, и это было очень-очень здорово.
Yeah, so I posted inside your chat our Medium article. So I think if people really want to know about the collections themselves, inside of our Discord, we have an information section for every collection. So it comes with a Medium article, links to our wallets backing the collections. And inside of the Mediums, there's all the different utilities. So if you guys want to know what the CyberWawas do on a monthly basis, and most of our collections are surrounded around our validator. So we pool the funds, we generate staking rewards, and we use those staking rewards for our utilities. And this is for all of our collections. Each one has something a little bit different in them. And if people really want to know the specifics for each one, if they go on our Discord, there's links with information section about the socials, the mediums, the wallets, and what we do with all of our funds.
В Discord у них есть для каждой коллекции отдельная ссылка, где можно прочитать utility. У каждой коллекции, которая находится в разных блокчейнах, есть свой стейкинг, и они со стейкингов как раз получают ревард, на который откупают флор. И для каждой коллекции есть utility. Это все можно посмотреть в их Discord-канале. So you've told me about you have collections not only on Passage and Stargaze. You've started to tell me something about Territory. Can you tell me more about that? What collection you have on it? And please give us some information about that.
So, Superman, if you're here, maybe you can post the Medium articles of the collections I'm going to talk about so people can see exactly where it is. So, the collection we have on Passage is called MetaHuahua. So, that's our flagship product. So, that's the collection where everything is centered and focused on, because that's the collection that we've invested the largest amount of funds in. Plus, it's going to actually have mini games with a metaverse built directly by Passage, which should be launched soon. In terms of the collection on Territory, when that chain launched about 2 years ago, their genesis, we got the opportunity to become the second collection to launch after their own collection, which was the Riot. So we launched the Tory Punks, which was 10,000 pieces that we launched at $20 each. We sold out that collection on Territory. Shortly after, we launched a second collection there, which was called the Chat Punks, which is only 1,000 pieces, which was also $20 each. And what we did with both collections is they created a sort of a circular economy model where the Chat Punks are sweeping the Tory Punks and burning the supply. And that's it. So all of these collections have their funds pooled in Tory. Right now, Tory's having a little bit of difficulties themselves, but our collections are still alive. We're sitting at number 1 and number 2 on that marketplace. We're, I think, number 4 validator on that chain. So in terms of our model and our collection there, we're still doing good. Obviously, we're expecting some announcement on their end in the coming weeks and months in order for Kickstart that little community back. But those are the 2 collections we have on Passage and on Territory.
В общем, на самом деле история-то начинается давным-давно, и они начали как раз на Пассаже, это был первый их опыт. Их коллекция была довольно дорогая в самом начале. Они начали развиваться, и потом перешли на второй блокчейн Territory. Там у них вышло 2 коллекции. Первая коллекция была панки, вторая чат-панки. И они были настолько на слуху, что их коллекция вышла второй. То есть первая была основная коллекция Territory, а вторая вышла как раз от AAA. Это очень здорово, потому что я был удивлен на самом деле сейчас, то, что они таким успехом тогда пользовались. Это очень здорово. И если даже сейчас посмотреть, они на Territory занимают 1 и 2 место, что, соответственно, просто делает их монополистами в данном маркетплейсе. И они до сих пор это поддерживают. То есть у них коллекция активна, она до сих пор торгуется. Это, безусловно, классно. И они до сих пор этим занимаются, поэтому можно также отправить ссылочки или посмотреть в Дискорде и изучить. So I just told that you had two collections and just repeated everything you've told me. But that's very fantastic that you have two first places on territory and still active collection on Passage.
Exactly. And right now we're at a stage where everything is in beta test. So we had about 2 months ago, we tried out the metaverse of MetaHuahua. So people were able to explore the overworld. And right now we're waiting for the next phase from Passage, which is testing out the mini games. So MetaHuahua is going to have 3 mini games. They're going to have a Pac-Man style game. There's going to have Tai Chihuahua, which is little chihuahuas that are going to be sort of boxing. And the third game is the Endless Runner game. So basically, you're just jumping off obstacles. There's going to be a leaderboard. Our intentions with the mini games and the metaverse is to create an in-game economy where you'll be able to accessorize your MetaHuahua with different traits like hats, shirts, collars, shoes, traits when you run. And all of that will be sold in Huahua. So there's going to be an economy in Huahua within the metaverse where you'll be able to purchase all these items with your Chihuahua tokens. And on top of that, for the mini games, we intend on having a leaderboard where we'll reward users that actually come and play the game. On top of hosting potentially AMAs inside of our world, instead of having AMAs right now in the Discord like this, we'd be hosting it directly inside the metaverse. So we're very excited for it. We've been waiting for 2-3 years now for this to come out. Passage is accelerating pretty fast on their end. And I think they're just waiting for the right timing in order to launch all these worlds. And we're going to be one of the first worlds that they're going to launch with their community hub. So we're excited. We're waiting for updates there. But technically, before the end of the year, this should be happening for us for MetaHuahua.
One quick question. What about some prizes for that mini games? I usually will get something, some tokens or something like for winning or for planning. Okay.
So if you come in our Discord, MetaHuahua is probably our biggest DAO with the most amount of funds in it. So we were lucky to be able to mint an atom. So we were able to pool those atoms. We got the Tia airdrop. We still have the Saga airdrop. We got the Dim airdrop. We got the pools of funds in Passage. We've got pools of funds in Huahua. And all of those funds currently are staked on 4 separate wallets. One's for marketing, one's for metaverse improvement. One is for a Passage airdrop. So we do intend on airdropping Passage tokens to specific NFT holders, which is all described in our Medium article. I think Superman posted it. Yeah, it's right there in the chat if people want to read. And on top of that, there's the holders raffle. So we sweep the floor of the MetaHuahuas as well. So we have 4 funds which are going to be generating staking rewards that we're going to use to give, let's say, Chihuahua or Passage tokens to the leaderboard on a monthly basis. So we like to do this monthly. So we pool the funds for a month. We collect the rewards. We put about 70% towards compensation. 30% we use to compound and keep growing the wallets with time.
I will translate it. It is very interesting. В первую очередь, они делают свой метаверс, то есть они будут соединять каким-то образом коллекции. Это очень интересно, потому что та вот коллекция первая, которая была на Пассаже, она будет включать в себя 3 мини-игры. Первая мини-игра это будет Пакман, то есть будет что-то проходить с Пакманом, это интересно, забавно и потешно. Второе, это будет что-то связанное с ящиками, то есть там какая-то игра будет с ящиками, возможно, из них можно будет что-то достать, пока нету подробностей. А третье, это будет бесконечная бегалка. Вот как вы нажимаете пробел, там что-то прыгает, и, соответственно, фишка в том, что вы подвяжете свои трейты NFT-шки прямо в эту игру. То есть это будет вообще, как вы сказал, Гиги, то, что это будет первая в комьюнити такая вещь, то, что в игру можно будет подвязать трейты с NFT-шки, что, несомненно, очень здорово, интересно и классно. Я его уточнил, а будут ли за эти мини-игры какие-то призы? Он сказал, да, есть призы, поскольку мы очень много инвестировали в Атом. Атом крутой, и они, соответственно, получили из-за стейкинг Атома дроп T, дроп Dimension и дроп Саги. Вот, и раскидали их по 4 разным кошелькам для разных целей. Первый кошелек был для маркетинга, второй для импрувмента просто своей команды, третий для airdropов и 4 для рафлов. Ну и, соответственно, с 4, который идут для рафлов, откупаются флоры, и также будут выдаваться награды. So, one more question. I've read in your Discord that you have your own chain. Is that correct? And you're validating your chain?
No, we do not have our own chain. We're just the Chihuahua chain has us as their main community managers for most of the Chihuahua collection. So everything that's been done on Chihuahua, we're probably the only project that's had success with
Yeah, got
the Chihuahua brand itself. A lot of people have tried copying us. A lot of people have tried doing Chihuahua stuff, but nobody has succeeded except ourselves. So we're very proud of that because we really are a project that's centered around community. Transparency is super important. So as you see, all our wallets are exposed, so everybody can see everything we're doing. We really pride ourselves on that. And when we go and validate on a chain, our objective is not just to come there and siphon money out of the chains. We actually support the token. So we don't want to create our own token. We support the token of the chain. So on territory, we pool the funds in Tori. We use Tori as the utility. Same thing for Chihuahua. We pool the funds in Wawa. We use the Wawa token for our utilities. And same thing for the other chains. So we really pride ourselves on that. And right now, there's one other project that we partnered with that I haven't spoken of yet, which is On-Chain Lore and Warmada. I don't know if you've seen some clips of that one. He's trying to build a third-player shooter Chihuahua game, a bit like Guardians of the Galaxy, the raccoon with the guns. Well, instead of raccoons, it's going to be Chihuahuas that are fighting against each other. Maybe Superman can post that video as well in the chat for you guys to see. So right now that we've established ourselves as a project, we're actually looking to incubate projects, support creators, and partner with other projects in order to keep growing our network and our visibility and spread awareness across the different chains. So I'll wait for Superman to post that in the chat. It's called Warmada.
Let's do it. I'll translate it in a fast. Я уточнил то, что у вас есть в Дискорде название Huahua Chain. Вы валидируете свою chain, у вас есть своя экосистема? Нет, это вот как раз вот этот метаверс, который как раз они разрабатывают, который постоянно кто-то пытается скопировать, как-то его украсть, но ни у кого это не получается. Ну и, соответственно, они этим пользуются и, получается, развивают свою экосистему. И даже сейчас они нашли одного партнера, который пытается сделать игру, то, что у вас будет Чихуахуа, который ходит с автоматом, пытается кого-то убить, и это все выглядит как-то необычно, потрясно и очень интересно. So, what about creepy companions? Let's talk about them a little bit.
So
you've told me what Byron. I'm sorry, I'll finish my question after that. You'll answer it. So you've told me you started that company because Byron come to your team and he's your artist, and it was his idea to create such an art. Well, so beautiful. For example, I will send it in a moment to the chat. I love it. It's very beautiful, and I can imagine how did he did that such an art. Well, so beautiful.
It took him 20 years to draw all of those pieces. And what we brought with the Creepy Companions is his life's work in an NFT collection. So that was the main idea. So maybe I'll start how we met Byron, how we ended up working together. So with the Cyber Wawas, we decided to vote on becoming an incubator for new artists. So we were searching for new projects that wanted to come on Stargaze. So we were visiting the Say ecosystem at the time. So we had an alpha section for everything Say. And this is where we met Byron, which he was about to launch a free mint on Say about 9 months ago called Zomsays. And this I'll cover after Creepies. So we reached out to him over there for that free mint, and we wanted to get our community on board with that. Unfortunately, his project lead for that project disappeared overnight and left him stranded with the community, all of the whitelist addresses, and basically left him with a big mess. And this is where Superman came in and saved the day. He reached out to Byron and said, listen, we're willing to help you out. We really like your art. We think it's really cool what you're doing. But before reviving the project on Say, he should come over to where we're comfortable, where we have our community, and he should launch a collection on Stargaze. And then we'll take that community and go and market the Zomsay project on Say by onboarding users from Cosmos on Say. And we just did that with the Say community to come and mint on Stargaze. So I think it's beneficial for both ecosystems. I think both ecosystems appreciated our initiative, and I think we need more projects like ours that try to onboard users from the different ecosystems, because Cosmos can become a bit of a echo chamber, right? Everybody mints the same collections. We're all the same people. So we really need to start attracting people from the outside. So Byron gladly accepted to launch a collection on Stargaze. And listen, so far we've had in the first month and a half quite a bit of success. We're making live drawings, new collections, and now we're going to be campaigning on Say, which is absolutely wild. Our Discord has had about 2,000 new members within the last month and a half. So we're really excited. People are really embracing what we're going to come and do on Say. And we're excited because it's a free mint and it's a really cool...
Pause, and I will translate after that you will tell us about the zombies, because it's very interesting. Я начал с вопроса, как у вас появились Creepy Companions, и как вы позвали вообще Байрона, который как раз их художник. Они говорят, что Creepy Companions на самом деле нифига не быстрая вещь, они рисовали ее в течение, или прорабатывали идею в течение, в принципе, 20 лет, что, несомненно, очень долго. И AAA, они решили в один момент, когда заходили на Stargaze, во второй раз организовать некий конкурс для того, чтобы найти художника. И как раз они вышли на Байрона, который в тот момент работал на Solana и на Say. И так получилось то, что Байрон хотел запустить свою коллекцию, вот, ну, соответственно, у него это получилось, у него набралась какая-то комьюнити, ну и потом у него, соответственно, интерес к его коллекции угасал. И когда как раз они запустились на Stargaze, что было удивительно, Байрон как раз смог свою работу в AAA реализовать, при этом привлечь людей, которые Say. За последний месяц у ребят было больше 2К людей, 2000 людей, новых юзеров в Дискорде. Это как раз из-за того, что Creepy Companions появились. Они настолько нашумели, то, что просто все рамки перебило, и у них получилась такая удача очень крутая. Помимо этого, также крутая идея, то, что вот люди, которые были от Байрона на Сее, его компания, которая следила за его творчеством, она также перешла на Stargaze. Гиги считает то, что в принципе граница между сетями, она в скором времени исчезнет, потому что мы все сидим, мы все наблюдаем минты, и также при каждом минте мы видим одни и те же лица, одни и те же ники. Соответственно, сейчас делаем маленький мостик Say и узнаем про новую коллекцию Zombies. So, Gigi, what about Zombies? Let's start with that.
All right. So Zom says this was a project that Byron had already been campaigning for on the Say ecosystem for well over 9 months now. So what we did while the mint for Creepy Companions was ongoing, we decided to use his Discord server and try to get all those users to come in our Discord, because the project lead had the accesses of the Discord, the subber, and all that. So while we were campaigning on Stargaze, we started onboarding all the Say people to come and resubmit their addresses. And after we launched the Creepy Companions, now we started campaigning on the Say side of things. So right now we're collaborating with a bunch of projects. We're giving away whitelists. A lot of the people that minted the Creepy Companions got some OG roles and walker roles, because if you minted any Creepy Companions, you could have came and claim a role for this free mint. And right now, what we're doing on Say is we've made tributes of their communities. So we have different NFTs that Byron is drawing to represent those communities so that we can embrace the culture. We did that for Creepy Companions as well. And now for the Zom Say's mint itself. So if you have an OG role, you'll be able to get 5 free mints. If you have a walker role, which is the regular whitelist, you'll get 2 free mints. And then we'll have a third phase, which is first come, first serve. For the rest of the communities on Say. And this collection, our main thing is it's going to be a deflationary collection. Byron will be drawing one-on-one art, a bit like he's doing on Stargaze with the Creepy Star and the Superman one. So he's going to do live drawings in the Discord, and people will have to auction or bid on these pieces with their NFTs. So in order for you to acquire the one-on-one piece, you'll have to pay in Zom Says. And the Zom says that you pay for it, they'll get burned. So the free mint is going to be deflationary with time, which we think is going to provide value to the remaining holders. And we think it's a cool dynamic for a free mint where you'll be able to pay with them for this exclusive one-on-one art that Byron will keep producing on a weekly basis for the Say ecosystem. So we live stream it, we put it on YouTube, and our goal right now is to engage the community on Say to not only embark with the Zomsays, but we think that once they come into our ecosystem, they'll naturally be attracted to MetaHuahua, Tory Punks, Guarmada, and all our other collections. So that's the main objective with Zomsays.
One question to it. If you want to get one by one art, you have to pay and burn your zombie NFT to get that?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
The
Okay,
Zomsays.
let's translate it. Зомби — это вообще крутая идея, которая сейчас будет реализовываться. Она заключается в том, что как раз те люди, которые перешли с Say на Stargaze и заминтили Creepy Companions, они получат возможность обратно вернуться на Say. То есть те люди, которые ушли с Say, сейчас получат возвраточку со Stargaze. А именно, примите Creepy Companions, вы могли получить за 4 сминченные NFT-шки OG-роль Zombies и, соответственно, получить 5 фриминтов. Или если вы заметили хотя бы что-то, обычно VL, который заключался в 2 фриминтах. Также будет, соответственно, кто первый, тот заминтил на всю оставшуюся часть, если останутся какие-то NFT. Также Байрон, несомненно, работал над этим проектом и вкладывал бессмертные силы. И самое, что интересное, он будет также и работать над этой коллекцией после того, как она заминтится. Он будет рисовать вашу NFT-шку вживую, за какую-то денежку, соответственно, и может вам вашу картину, вашу NFT отправить. Но для того, чтобы это сделать, необходимо также и сжечь свой NFT, что также нужно учитывать и понимать. При этом вся эта идея, она не будет закрываться только в Say, она также и пойдет в Territory, и тем самым расширяя вселенную Хуахуа. Это очень круто и очень интересно. Gigi, I have a question from a chat. Can we get some bills? Dr. Off asking to you.
So if you guys are listening to this or you're from the Puff Expeditions Discord, you guys can come in our Discord, open a ticket and say, what are we going to tell them to say? Say, I come from Expedition, and we'll set you guys up with the regular guaranteed mint whitelist. So anybody here, anybody that listens to your recording, they can all come and claim it. That's not a problem at all.
Ребята, все, кто сейчас слушают нас, можете присоединяться в тикет, который можете открыть в Дискорде. Я сейчас его отправлю как раз. Заходите и можете благополучно открывать тикет, писать то, что вы от экспедиции, от Пуфа. Maybe do something of code, because we have right now 16 people, and after that, some people will know that we can open a ticket not to get liars to there.
Yeah. As again, we will accept anybody from your Discord to come and claim it if they want. That's not a problem.
Окей. Могут все, кто угодно, заходить прямо сейчас в Discord, открывать тикет и попросить, вам выделят обычную роль, которая вам даст возможность сминтить 2 бесплатные NFT-шки, что, несомненно, круто. I'm very appreciated you've shared that with that VLs to our community. 3 minutes, that's exciting. That's, I think, impossible to do for such a new communication, because we know each other for 1 day. We just do some noise in the Twitter together, but it is first time we are speaking with each other. So I'm very glad you did it for us.
We appreciate just having you come and invite us on your space to talk about the project. It's very nice of you guys, and it's not everybody that gives us opportunities like this or a platform to speak to a community that maybe doesn't even know us, So thanks a lot for that.
Нас еще ребята пригласили, то, что мы их позвали, выслушали, узнали про них что-то новое. Это было очень здорово. So guys, maybe we can give you one NFT expedition to share in your Discord somehow, to run a giveaway some kind. I don't know. You can send me your Stargaze in DM, and after that you'll do something with that.
And if you can send Puff our team's wallet, and then we'll try to do something around it for sure.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot, Puff. Somebody's asking when mint. The Zomsay mint is expected mid-August, so in about 2 weeks. So we're going to have some official announcements on Twitter, but don't sleep on this, guys. It's a free mint with utility. We're taking Say by storm, so I wouldn't sleep on this. It's a free mint. There's no risk for you guys to participate. Right now, Kepler integrated the Say ecosystem on the Kepler wallet directly, so you guys can acquire a Say address there. So it's very nice that IBC is enabled now with the EVM integration on Kepler. So it's very fun that people don't even need to download a new wallet or anything like that. Everything is on Kepler.
Ребят, все не зеваем, потому что минт будет через 2 недели. Это будет бесплатный минт. К тому же там еще будет утилити у этой коллекции, поэтому не спим, следим за их твиттером и обязательно участвуем в минте. Не пропускаем. So, guys, maybe you have something to add? Some kind of ideas we forgot to discuss together.
Right now, we've got a couple of perks that we just got for the creepy companions. We got the Trump with you guys, right? We won that, the airdrop, so which the stream swap is currently ongoing for that. So I'm keeping an eye on that. We got the airdrop for our communities, Puff. We got Expedition, we got DeFi Geeks, and ourselves. We just landed another partnership with Orchestra Labs, which is the Symphony blockchain. So they just took us on with the Archies, the Gekkies, and we're going to be participating in the incentivized testnet there with the Creepy Companion. So that's an extra perk for you guys. And again, I think something that's important for NFT community members to be aware of is that if you guys participate, if you guys are engaged and you guys like our tweets, retweet and stuff like that, that's what gives us power in order for us to get these perks for you guys. So sometimes people get NFTs and then they don't participate within the community. So I think it's important that if you guys want to participate in our ecosystem, it's important that we participate because all of our collections are DAO and managed by our community. So if the community doesn't participate, it's hard for the collection to really take off. And we've been struggling with this because of the bear market, right? It's hard to get engaged when all the prices are going down. But one of our strengths is that we've survived this bear market and we stayed relevant. We kept growing our wallets. We kept providing information. We keep tweeting daily, right? A lot of people, when stuff starts going bad, they stop tweeting. They stop engaging with the community. And that's the worst thing you can do. So I guess what I want to say with all this is, guys, stay positive. If you like the project where you're participating in NFTs, whatever it is, make sure you support them by like and retweeting, which doesn't cost you anything. Make sure you participate in the discussions in Discord, even if you can't come all the time. Just come and say hello every once in a while. And these things go a long way. We all have our destiny in our own hands. And if everybody would get on board and stick together, all the projects would be successful. So I think that's my closing statement, I guess.
The main idea, I agree with you, it is that community is the main utility and main power. Because right now in the bear market, only 2 collections are alive. It's Expedition and MetaHuahua. I think that's amazing because we are together, guys, doing noise in the cosmos. We woke up every community and just we are 2 collections of Stargaze, Creepy Companions, and what is it, Expedition, who is building right now, and we have all activity around us. That's perfect.
And by the way, we would love to have you guys come on one of our spaces and talk about your project too in the future. So we'll try to schedule that for you guys to come and talk about, because I think you guys were minting when we were minting. So maybe some of our communities put all their funds towards the creepies and maybe they didn't have a chance to mint an expedition. So it'd be interesting to see what you guys got building in the future and maybe come on one of our spaces or an AMA inside of our Discord. So we can set that up.
Yeah, I'll translate it. В общем, возвращаемся на 2 шага назад. Creepy Companions на самом деле сейчас очень крутая коллекция, потому что вокруг нее скапливаются утилити, перки. В первую очередь мы вместе нашумели и с Трампом, и каждая коллекция получит дроп. Соответственно, Creepy Companions, Экспедиции и еще DeFi Geeky. Это, несомненно, круто, поэтому если вы сейчас холдите, возможно, снимок еще не сделан, можно купить, и вам насыпят больше Трампов. Второе, они добавили симфонию. Мы недавно о симфонии тоже говорили, то, что можно сейчас присоединиться к каких-то снету и, соответственно, залутать дропчик. Самое главное, идея Гиги, то, что необходимо проявлять активность, шуметь. Сейчас медвежий рынок, все спит. Получать деньги в проект очень сложный. И даже то, что вы зайдете и скажете привет в комьюнити, это, несомненно, круто, потому что вся эта активность, она заряжает, она показывает интерес, она показывает, что мы живые. И самая большая сила – это сила комьюнити. После чего как раз перебил и сказал, то, что Экспедиция и MetaHuahua – это, 2 коллекции, которые сейчас живут. И это очень здорово, это круто. Показывать активность в Твиттере, репостить, писать комментарии, даже банально отправлять смайлик, это уже активность, это показывает наш интерес. Ребята также зовут нас к ним на АМО-сессию, чтобы мы рассказали побольше про экспедицию. И, соответственно, мы примерно запустились в одно и то же время вместе с Creepy Companions. И как раз можно будет... Мы перетягивали пелену во время минта, как сказал Гиги, и, возможно, просто кто следил за экспедицией, пропустил про MetaHuahua, а кто минтил MetaHuahua, пропустил экспедицию. So thank you so much, first of all, for your invite. I will glad to join. I will be prepared to it. Right now, it is very difficult because I have to switch language. I have write some notes in English, and after that, translate it into Russian, and maybe I do some mistakes or forget something. I am very glad I have video and recording of that, so I can do some work after that, and that's it, I think.
Yeah, well, you did a good job, man. Really translating everything can't be that easy. So hats off to you. Personally, AAA is half French, half English. So the founding team were French. So that was also a little bit of a language barrier for us. I come from Montreal, Quebec. So I speak English, French, and Italian. So I was able to communicate with the different communities. So I think it's great that you speak both languages and you're able to get the Russian community behind you and support projects in Cosmos, even if they don't speak all English. I think that's great.
I think we have to break all barriers and do one big international community inside of Cosmos, because
Yes.
because communication is the most important thing. If people chatting, we can just translate from English to any languages we need, to Italian, French, or I don't know, Chinese. But in such AMA sessions, it's important to hear emotions of people, how we're speaking, how we're discussing that problems, and so on and so forth.
Thanks a lot for having us, Puff. This was very nice of you guys, and
one
I
question
hope
from chat. I'm
Sure.
sorry. One question from chat. В первую очередь, я как раз поблагодарил Гиги. Он тоже говорит на итальянском, французском и английском, поэтому для него не так тяжело сейчас общаться с нами. Вот. Но опять же, то, что я переводил, это были какие-то проблемы. So the question from the chat, it is that Marsahot asking, he has 5 your NFT Creepy Companions on his wallet. Do he have to get more means to split them to 5 wallets to get 5 airdrops? Is that possible?
No, apparently, from my conversations, let's say with the Trump chemistry theme, is that there's a percentage of the total supply that will be allocated to the NFTs. So it goes with the number of NFTs you hold. He hasn't mentioned anything in terms of splitting them up in different wallets. So in terms of that, no. We're also part of the SCZ, so the Shitmost Economic Zone. I did not speak about this, but we did join that organization, so the Shitmost Economic Zone. So you need to be holding at least 3 or any multiples of 3 of the Creepy Companions in one wallet in order to receive your they're called shit dribbles. So basically shitmost that gets airdropped to you once we have a large enough amount in our wallet to be able to distribute to the holders.
Марсоход, нет необходимости раскидывать NFT, они сплитятся, то есть, соответственно, если у тебя 5 NFT, тебе дадут дроп за 5 штук, при этом ребята добавились в Shitmost, и они, соответственно, точно так же получат дроп от Shitmost за каждые 3 NFT, то есть 3, 6, 9, ты также получаешь дроп. Возможно, надо купить одну штучку, чтобы у тебя было 6, было бы здорово. I've told him, but he has already 5, maybe to buy one more. It is not a bad thing to do.
But even for the Trump, I've been trying to communicate with him in the back channels, but it's not very clear how that airdrop is going to get distributed. I don't know if you guys are in the same situation as us.
It's very difficult to communicate with him. I agree with that. But he's a real person. He's in Cosmos for, I don't know, 3 years. And I see that he's really joined some real summits. For example, in French, he told me he was 1 year ago. And just, I think it's not a scam.
No, I don't think it's a scam. It's mostly I'd like to know like the specifics of the airdrop, but we'll let them do their thing. I'm just happy that they selected us, that they took us into consideration. We played the game with the most comments and reactions, so they supported us. We're going to support them in return, and hopefully it's going to be a good project and there's no unfortunate situations that happen afterwards. Unfortunately, it has happened to us in the past when we participate in these type of events, where the project doesn't pan out. But this one, the stream swap seems to be going well. So I'm curious to see. It's going to be the first CW 404 on osmosis. So it's going to be interesting how that project plays out.
Yeah, I agree with that. В общем, ребята, соответственно, про Трампа еще пообсуждали, он немножко мутный, но я сказал то, что мы с ним пообщались, и да, он действительно немножко мутный, но это реальный человек, который ходит на саммиты, который проявляет активную жизнь в космосе уже больше 3 лет. Вот, соответственно, Гиги согласился то, что это не скамер. У них идет сейчас активный стрим-свап, можете тоже к нему присоединиться, посмотреть, как Трамп сейчас себя чувствует. Они нам сейчас очень сильно помогают, что нам, что AAA, соответственно, и мы когда-то поможем Трампу. So, thank you so much for coming. I'm very enjoy that.
This was awesome, Puff. Thanks for having us, and we appreciate the platform to speak and talk about our project.
Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.